Yumi is a normal university student looking to earn her degree in the arts. Having emigrated from Japan, she's looking for having a normal, peacefully quiet university life. However, everything changes when she finds a demon of lust in her dorm bed. Hello and welcome, Lynx here, and we are playing another game from Watercress. Technically a game that I promised we'll be playing. A sequel to Oh, my girlfriend is a demon summoned from the depths of hell. And this game also has a mouthful of a title. Oh, my roommate is a Succubus Hellbent on a World Conquest. And from the description, the really short description you might have heard in the very beginning of the video, it said Yumi. So I guess the protagonist of this story is the sister of protagonist of the prequel. Interesting. Let's sit to it and let's play it, let's see what it is about. I mean, I guess we know. Also, kind of hopefully, there will be a better, better sound in this one, because I feel like it has not been done in game, like to the perfection, kind of. Anywho.
History for the early hours of the goddamn morning.
Nope, it's still similar. Music lower.
It's not even that early. It's only like 8:30.
That is basically middle of the night. I agree with Yumi.
I haven't even had breakfast yet. And it's so passive. You barely do anything but sit and listen.
Given that university, I do not understand why would you not allow yourself to eat there. It's just university.
I got a mozzarella stick in my backpack if you're hungry.
Your backpack? You bring a lunchbox to class?
Why not?
Nah, it's just there with the acrylics and pencils.
No, I'm good. Thanks.
I lower myself to my preferred seat in the lecture hall and sort out my notes. I'm about 2 weeks into my stint as a student at the Salem School. Wow. For calligraphy, art and music. Nice. By now I was setting into a bit of a routine. I was much of a fan of art history. Yeah, but I was still a first year. It's one of those annoying prerequisites you kind of have to soldier through to get to the more hands-on stuff. I mean, yeah, it's like that with everything, I guess. I might have studied logistics, but I had to go through maths, physics, and so on.
If it were up to me, there'd be a real art class in the morning, so I could at least warm up my hands a bit.
I don't know. The teacher's pretty good at hyping up the lectures.
Mr. Deeks? He's just loud. Like, this isn't a concert hall.
So basically, he's not really good at that.
Yeah, it's like an alarm clock, you know?
How is alarm clock hyping you up? What are you talking about, girl?
And the best ones are just blaring obnoxious shits, yeah. And you have to get up and get out of bed to get at them. And by then, you're already up and kinda good to go because you're all pumped up and ready.
Are you? Are you?
I put my alarm in the bathroom. #lifehack.
I would not hear it then. If I did that.
Well, if it works.
Maybe I should try that. Stacy has good ideas, and she's so mellow about them. She's something of a spacey way of talking about things, but they made sense if you sat and thought about it. Did they? Which I mean, I had time for. What else are going to do in art history? To be honest, I mean... What I'm about to say, it's a crazy thing to say, but... What else are you going to do in any kind of history lesson? Listen, if you had an actually enthusiastic teacher about it, who is really great at saying stuff about history, yeah, I bet I would listen, because, you know, history is interesting. Sadly enough, I never encountered a teacher that would be good about speaking about history, so I'm gonna be say it always has been boring for me. At school at least. I sneak a glance at my watch. Guess it's almost time for the lecture to start. My eyes glance up towards the front of the room. Mr. Dix was getting the dingy little projector reconfigured. He was a huge beefcake of man. If I know better, I'd have thought he'd be the star linebacker on the football team. I have no idea what's a linebacker. With a few deft smacks of the box, the projector wired to life. The presentation was ready to go.
Alright, finally, oh yeah!
What the...
Alright, finally, oh yeah!
Oh, it's doing it again, it's looping the... It's going to loop again? Nope, seems like it's like just... one repeat. Interesting.
Alright, kiddos, I've been waiting a long time for this point in the syllabus. Truthfully, we ended up sprinting through a lot of classical antiquity stuff. But this, oh man, the Renaissance. You know how much fun we're gonna have.
We want.
This is when every artist in Western Europe up and went to the gym on their fundamentals. This is gonna be a real turning point. You kids work on fundamentals in every art class with your anatomy, perspective, lightning, realism. We can trace a lot of that philosophy back to the Renaissance. How artists wanted to go hard, capture the human form, dig in real deep with how things worked. It's about capturing the human form and its spirit and will, spirituality.
Of course, of course.
I swear to God, if he starts raving about David's chiseled abs, I'm going to throw my tablet out the window.
And he's about to do that.
Could you afford a replacement?
No.
I buried my head in the desk for a moment for a brief respite before reaching for my pen. While his delivering sounded ripped from an exercise video, you know what? Yeah, he seemed to have much more to say about the Renaissance. I made a point of copying his presentation notes and branching off from those, but there was an obstruction in my way. One of the girls up front was wearing this stupid hat. What was it? Some kind of cowboy hat? Texas Tangaloon? Whatever, I couldn't make out the bottom half of the screen. Is she new? Maybe transfer. Whatever, she was in the way.
Excuse me.
Yumi, what are you doing here, girl?
Could you, remove your hat? It's getting in the way of a few of the slides.
But you two actually know each other. Hello?
And we, well, can't see it that well. Please?
I'm sorry. It's...
Are you okay?
How do you not recognize her? She didn't actually remove her hat. She slinked further into her seat instead. What's her problem? She looks like a deer in the headlights for a second. How do you not recognize someone you lived with? Yumi. Well, whatever. At least I can see the screen now. Still something was off about that girl. I leaned over to Stacy, trying to get her attention. Shh, shh. Hey.
Hey, Stacy. You know that girl with the weird hat?
And she's like, but there is nobody there.
And the gross spray on tan? I don't know, you think it's a fashion statement? Or a political statement?
No, she just looks familiar.
Yeah.
She's been around the school. Hell, she's already had a few classes with us. You haven't talked to her?
No, it never came up.
Weird. Don't you talk to everyone? 'Cause you're like popular and outgoing and stuff?
Not particularly. I mean, I'm not a hermit or anything, but I don't think she's ever approached me on anything. You see her around the school at all?
Dunno. She's weird.
As if you aren't weird. Don't you carry a damn Necronomicon in your backpack?
Nice.
Huh. I'm surprised you recognized it.
I wonder why. Shit! Stupid dorky Chunobyo brother for exposing me to that stuff. I can look like a weirdo at a new school.
It was, from a movie I watched.
Right.
Let's compare to something pre-Renaissance. Look at this ugly baby. It's like the toy-sized version of a man.
What? Oh.
We should probably tough out the lecture.
Or not attend it at all. If they don't take the attendance.
Yeah, you're right.
Be polite, be efficient, keep your head down and mind your studies. That was my philosophy up to this point. You know, yeah, I mean, to be fair, that was me at university as well. She said she had the lecture 8:30, right? I would be late to this one at like 15 to 30 minutes. Always. Barely any that I would be on time. Maybe not something to be proud about, but whatever. And hell, it worked pretty well so far. The meat of the lecture ends up going much more quickly than anticipated, just keeping back some notes. Mr. Lynx actually knows his stuff. I'd just much rather hear it from the teacher with any sense of chill. With about 30 minutes left in class, Lynx slams his podium, rousing the attention of the whole class.
Alright! After all that blood-pumping hype, you gotta be wondering, how can I be more like them? Right?
No.
Alright!
A deafening silence fell across the room. For a second I could see Mr. Dick's massive body deflate ever so slightly.
Well, we're gonna have a small, exercise on translating 3D space to a 2D canvas. Like Brunelleschi sketched Parthenon's interior. We're gonna try something similar. Well, we're gonna
But this is a lecture. This is not a practice session, so... whatever. He went on to instruct the class to sketch the interior of the lecture hall. I'd done this around enough to recognize what the art historians looked for. They tend to grade more on effort expenditure instead of actual quality. Or so they claimed. But I'd done perspective grab for so long by now! It was getting second nature. Getting? More like was like, whatever. Rustling a sheet of paper, I eyeballed the room to take in surroundings. Scribbling notes for the better part of an hour was a good enough warm-up for this.
Okie dokie. It's a little pointed toward the center of the room, so I gotta...
My head stopped for just a moment as my eyes rose lazily to look around the room. My eyes spotted someone. Hello. That's a new one. My eyes met with another girl. I hadn't recognized her in the class before. Did she transfer to class recently? It was hard to ignore her now that our eyes had locked. She was strikingly attractive. Now I wish the music was louder. But I also wish the characters were louder. Even for... let's have a look. Sound. Music. Voice acting is maxed out basically. And its sound is kinda quiet. Where did I finish? Locked. She was strikingly attractive, but moreover, she was staring back at me. I squinted, as if looking right through me. It was a strange look. I couldn't manage to avert my gaze for some time. It was as if the world went completely still for a moment.
Wow, you done already?
Uh,
Oh, who's that girl you were staring at?
no one. She was staring at me. I was, baffled.
Of course, of course.
Really?
You know what's funny? Yumi was super loud in the first game, though. So, Stacy lazily glanced over to catch a look at the girl near the front.
Looks like a new transfer student.
What? What's that judgy sound you're making? We don't know each other.
I don't know. You guys might be on a similar wavelength.
No? We barely know each other.
I mean, what you should be saying is we don't know each other, but... It occurs to me that I've been raising my voice a little too much. With a groan, I slump over my desk. I mean, to be honest, not high enough of a raise.
Gossiping is an ugly hobby, you know.
I mean, I don't have much else to do right now, so...
Is she still looking at me?
Okay, so... Yeah, it's not loud enough.
Yep.
Ugh, transfer students. They're all so goddamn weird.
Are they?
Aren't you a transfer student, Yumi?
Yeah.
The irony of my statement is not lost on me, Stacy.
Why'd you come all the way out to Oregon for art school anyway?
Yeah, why would you want to study in the States? Yeah, I agree.
The school had a good reputation. Needed a change of scenery, and home life was chaotic.
A school in a state, good reputation? Now? I don't think so.
Oh, no. I'm so sorry, Yumi. I didn't realize. Are you okay?
I'm, fine. There was just a lot of, craziness back home.
Yeah.
Did you escape from a crazy ex? Domestic abuse? Lab incident?
You know what? I guess what happens there might fall into the kind of... We might be stretching it a bit, but it might have been like a lab incident, yeah?
No! None of those!
Well, craziness sounds generally vague and understated, so you're kinda making me shoot in the dark a bit.
Forget it. It's all kinda hard to believe.
Is it?
Spicy backstory? You can try me. I've seen some weird stuff, too.
Trust me on this. Really, you don't want to know.
I want to know. I know, actually.
Okay. I'm always happy to lend an ear, though, so don't go skimping out on me.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. I say to myself, rustling my sheet of paper with my perspective extras ready to for submission. I couldn't talk too much about my daily life back in Japan. Alright, to be fair, I don't really know the student life or university life. To be fair, in general, the student life in Japan. But I can't imagine going to a university in Oregon, so the States would be better than studying in Japan. I just don't see it. Anyway. If I told anyone of the stuff that went down back home, they'd probably put me in an institution. Can't drop that, normal fuckhead. Yep. I mean, to be fair, it's 21st century. Like 75 or maybe even more % of population should be put into that institution, let's face it. It's a fact. I bet I would be put into that institution. Yep, this is a new opportunity. A rebirth of Takaya Yumi. A renaissance. No. Too on the nose. Before long, the class began to slowly file out, signaling the end of the lecture.
Alright, bring your exercises up front, and I'll take a look at them in my office.
I could take his role. Alright, bring your exercise up front, and I'll take a look at them in my office.
My office hours are pretty weird, but swing by my corner of the gym and we can talk more, eh?
What do you mean? How are they weird?
Hey Yumi, you want to do lunch later? We can brainstorm our graphic design projects right about then anyway.
Yeah, sounds cool. I need some alone time just to do some life studies, so I might head back to the dorm and play catch-up.
You aren't gonna go down for breakfast?
I can wait for lunch. You were right. Deeks' lectures are a good wake-up call.
Are they? Now you're getting it.
I liked Stacy. She was way more chill than what I was used to. A bit unorthodox in her own way, but she wasn't in your face about it. If anything, she was just kind of mellow. And funny to joke with. It was nice.
Alright, see you around.
Hi.
You too.
We trade smiles and I wave goodbye, strolling to the door.
They both have dark energies about them. They could make good partners, and one of them was about to isolate herself.
Oh, she's actually kinda louder than the others. That's good.
Now's my chance to strike. Hey!
Excuse me, miss.
You! Watch where you're going, you wretch! You could have bruised my perfect skin!
Let's go. Sorry, Naru. You kinda need to move.
How dare you!
Hey, don't yell at him. He said he was sorry, so back off, okay? Sheesh, when do you get off?
I heard that, you muttering harlot!
Damn. We are going to have a fight. I overheard some kind of commotion going on back in the lecture hall. I stopped in my tracks, mildly tempted to sneak a look.
Nah, doesn't concern me.
You're right.
Keep your head down. Mind your studies. Keep your head down. Mind your studies.
Good approach, to be fair. Repeating that mantra to myself, I turn my back to the lecture hall and begin the trek back to my dorm. Holy crap, that's a light dorm. Soon enough, I found myself back outside my dorm room. But it was strange. I never felt this exhausted after the art history class. What do you mean? It's supposed to be an easy credit, yeah? Mr. Dix really needs to calm down about his stuff. Not just that, but I felt like I had all eyes on me. He is probably that transfer student. Eyeing me up like I'm some kind of T-bone steak. If she's got time to stare at me, then she could at least mind her business and pay attention to the lecture. Whatever makes me like thinking about it is too hard. Too hard is gonna make it any better. Besides, I can't be thinking about that when I have anatomy homework to deal with before next class. I put my key in the lock, turn it, and enter the room. As far as dorm rooms go, it's a pretty alright one. I'd requested the use of a single-person dorm, when most of the dorms at this school are for 2 or even 4. I would totally only live in a dorm if it was a single room thing. Otherwise, no thanks. Get out. It's not that I don't like being around others. It is. I just like as little distractions as possible, especially when I'm still getting used to this country. Also that, yeah, she makes a fair point with the distractions. I absolutely could not ever stand. like people being around when I'm studying or doing projects and so on. Yeah. I put my back on the sofa and was about to head in the bedroom when...
Huh?
Howard. Something smells strange all of a sudden. I can't tell if it's pleasant or revolting. Is it coming from here? No, could it be? I make absolutely sure to throw out my trash. It must be coming from someone else's room.
Ugh, is someone smoking weed? Is that weed?
I cannot help you with that. I don't know how that smells.
It's like 10 in the morning, guys. Come on.
I muttered to myself, whatever it was invasive. We could at least be more considerate of the other people in these dorms. If it keeps being a problem, I'll just let the RA know. RA? Shrugging it off as nothing. I enter my room to prepare myself for schoolwork. Is that a microwave? Ugh. And that's when I found her.
Hello there.
Hi.
Huh?
The girl from my last class is laying right on my bed. What hell?
You sure took your sweet time getting here. Don't you know it's rude to keep a lady waiting?
What's with her? Speaking like she owns the place, it's enough to bring my blood to the boil.
Who are you? How did you get in here?
You really want to know? Come a little closer and find out.
No thanks.
What? No, Stop that this instant!
She beckons me with a finger, which only infuriates me more. I clench my fist and march towards her.
You are leaving right now!
Ooh, so feisty. Just relax, my dear.
She sits up and, like a predator making its move, she grabs my chin with lightning speed. I freeze.
Much better. Now, look into my eyes.
She moves her hand to my cheek, staring at me right in the eyes. I shiver with fear, unsure of what she might do to me.
I've been watching you all day, you know. You must have been oh so tired after this morning, right?
Interesting.
The exhaustion overwhelms you like a tidal wave. Your body aches to let go and forget all your worries. Yet ever since you saw me, you couldn't stop thinking about me. You've wanted to fall into my arms so badly and forget about all your troubles.
Yeah, that's not really what happened.
And now, like a moth to a flame, you found your way to me. And I've allowed you to stay by my side.
You literally came to her room. What the hell are you talking about? If anything, it's like you went with a moth to a flame, but whatever.
It feels so nice to know your place, doesn't it? Well, you won't have to worry about a thing anymore. I'll take care of everything for you.
Look at Yumi not reacting to any of that at all. She whispers sweetly into my ear as she strokes my cheek. I can't barely understand what she's saying, nor do I feel like I want to. I feel like I've wandered into a nightmare.
Well, do you have anything to say to me, darling?
She waits ever so patiently for a response, and then I say...
What the hell is that smell?
What?
Ugh, it stinks! Good God, I'm gonna puke!
God, you're good. I push the girl. I push the girl away and plug my nose to get that vile stench out of my head. No doubt about it. It's the same smell from before, only now it's gotten even stronger and more repulsive than ever. How did it even get like this?
Hey, what's your problem? Haven't you ever heard of mood setting before? You're supposed to be smelling the sweet flavor of unbridled arousal! That's how this works!
All I smell is a dead animal. God, what is that?
Jeez, you are so ungrateful! And after all the hard work I spent spicing up this place with my pheromones!
Wait, That was you! You're smoking weed at 10 in the morning, aren't you?
Are you even listening? God, you're stupid.
This is hilarious. A puff of pink smoke appears around her. I can barely make out anything through the thick fog. I have to squint to make out any details. It was hard to make out her form. Was it changing? No, that's insane. What even is all of this? Oh no, flashbang. A flash of light blinded me. I was getting a very bad feeling about this. When my vision returned, the fog had dissipated entirely, revealing... Kamika? Who's Kamika? Once more. Who is Kamika? I'm sorry. Hello? I think it was the same girl, but her outfit was completely different, so revealing. I hope her mother didn't pick that outfit of her. You totally said the name over here, didn't you? Well, okay, she wasn't entirely different, but she didn't have those horns before or wings or a tail. Wait a second. No, it couldn't be.
Oh, god damn it, are you kidding me? You're a demon?
Pretty impressive, right? All I had to do was give up the right amount of pheromones, and this old dump becomes my personal playroom. You can tell I've made this place my own, right?
No! You haven't done anything to this place other than make it smell like a garbage dump!
Well, it lured you to my den, didn't it?
No, it's her own room!
This is my dorm room, idiot!
I think you're mistaken here.
The only mistake I've made is that I haven't called a hazmat team right about now! Just...
I black my nose again. Any more of this awful stench and I really will puke.
Fuck! I'm getting the RA!
Hey! Wait just a second!
Shut up and stay here! Open a window or something! Just get rid of the smell before I get back!
Her demands falling on deaf ears, I storm out my room and straight to the resident assistant's room. Oh, so that's what RA is. Okay. I haven't seen a whole lot of him and I never felt the need to get his assistant before, but there has never been a better time than now. I knock on his door with the force of a battering ram, but it doesn't take long at all for it to open.
What is it? I'm in the middle of something.
Your resident assistant, whatever, seems to be a demon as well. He's a little different than expected. What's his skin? Is he like a shut-in or something? Is that a skin disease? Has he seen the sun in the last 2 months? Whatever, now's not the time for that. I clear my throat.
Sir, there's this weird girl who's forced her way into my room and made a mess of the place. I need her to get out so I can clean up.
Weird girl, huh? We got a lot of those around here. Gonna have to be more specific.
You know her if you saw her. She's got blonde hair and a purple skirt. Damn near everything on her is purple. The wings, the tail, the horns.
I couldn't stop when I realized just how crazy I stand. The RI looks at me blankly.
Uh-huh. And you're sure you're not hallucinating any of this?
What?
I know it's been a couple of weeks since you came here from Japan, so I understand if you're going a little stir-crazy, what with being cooped up in your room and all.
I'm not going crazy! There's seriously a weird girl doing messed up things in my room!
Yeah, and I'm a backup singer for the Beatles. But you don't see me throwing that around everywhere, now do you? I'm not about to start stupid rumors like that. And you do well not to do the same with this demon girl crap.
But you gotta believe me!
Give me the dorm with all the nut jobs. Tell you what, I'll look into the smell. Maybe get lots of air cleaners or something, I don't know. I'll leave the girl you're talking about to you. Don't be afraid to throw her out if you have to. Of course, this is all assuming she's even as real as you say she is.
But she is real!
No buts. You do you, I'll do me.
With that, he closes the door on me. I attempt to raise my voice to protest. But then, to my great surprise, he opens the door again.
Also, would it kill you to knock a little quieter next time? People are studying.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Hey, wait! We aren't done yet! Oh, okay then. I guess we are.
I guess you are, yeah. The RA club... RA, technically. Whatever, I don't care. Close the door again without letting me get another word in. For being an RA, he was of decidedly no help at all. I stood in front of the door for a good while, no better than when I first arrived. He didn't take me seriously at all. I know the other things I mentioned were weird, but he could at least care to help me out here. You know what? Fine. If he won't do anything about her, then I'll do his job for him. How hard could it actually be? With renewed resolve, I begin to make my way back to my dorm room. I'm about to round the corner back to where my room lies, when suddenly...
Unbelievable!
she appears once again.
First, you ignore my commands, and then you think you can walk out on me like this? You have made a complete fool out of me! And I'll have you know that nobody makes a fool out of me and goes unpunished!
She's going to start a fight out here. Is this girl insane or what? At that moment, I happen to realize the danger of having her out in the open like this. If other people see her, there'll be mass hysteria. Word will get out that demons have invaded campus. In panic, I grab her by the arm and cover her mouth to shut her up.
Shh! Be quiet! Other people will hear you!
I don't have time. There could be someone walking down this hallway any minute. With the demon girl struggling to break free, I hustle over to my corner and quickly sneak back inside. Wouldn't it be better to get her to RA? Whatever it was called, who cares? Once we are safe, I shove her on the sofa and slam the door shut behind me. Just the act of bringing this girl monkey has me catching my breath. It must be that natural demon power. I now can focus my attention on dealing with her.
Ow! And now you've gone and bruised me! That's the second time today!
No. We did it for the first time.
Why do you have to be such a brutish savage to me, huh?
She looks at me with dewy eyes, trying to act all vulnerable. But I'm not falling for it for a second.
Answer me! How did you get into my room?
Well now, aren't you a hard nut to crack?
No.
If you must know, I was shopping around for a place to stay while I was here.
A place to stay?
Of course! I happened to learn that the Salem School of Calligraphy, Art, and Music is the perfect breeding ground for impressionable minds. But a girl like me doesn't deserve to be sleeping in the slums all the time. She needs a nice room and a lovely bed. So I used a little demon magic to sneak my way to the dorms and find the perfect little spot to call home.
And by magic, you mean those pheromones?
You catch on quick. Maybe you're not as stupid as I pegged you to be.
I only got it right because you keep blabbing about those.
In any case, you're absolutely right. All I had to do was use my natural charming abilities to convince the staff to let me stay. It took a lot of work, but the rewards were worth it. Wouldn't you agree?
I bet she wouldn't. So that was her game, huh? I've only ever heard about demons like her a handful of times, but... What do you mean? You literally lived with them. If she is a succubus, that would explain how she swarmed her way here. This is gonna be more difficult than I thought.
Well, that answers one question.
You have more than one? I don't have time for this, you know.
Me neither, so shut up and tell me who you are already!
What? You mean you don't know? Perhaps you really are stupid.
Oh, interesting.
What? You mean you don't know? Perhaps you really are stupid after all.
So I have click at... Okay. Should I get deep breath? Oh boy. I hope this is going where I think it's going. It is going where it's going. A loud introduction.
Honestly, who hasn't heard of me by this point?
Me? Yep, it is.
the breakout sinful star, the empress of erotica, the dame of all your desires. I just have too many accolades to count. I am the most alluring and powerful force in this world. I am a goddess unparalleled by any other. I am Kamika Malagic, the demon of lust.
Alright, now I know this girl is crazy.
What do you think, my little servant? I have an impressive resume, right?
It's Yumi.
Pardon?
My name's not servant. It's Yumi. Yumi Takaya.
There's hardly anything yummy about you.
Stop that right now!
Fine. Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Believe me, I'll sleep a lot better once you pack your shit up and head out the door.
Yeah.
I didn't come all the way from Japan to study here just so I could be stuck with a brat like you.
Yeah.
You had better give me one good reason why I shouldn't kick you out right here and now.
Weren't you even listening? I just said I had convinced the staff to let me stay here. Did you think I just waltzed on in without accounting for all of this? Or do you think I only said some pretty words to the staff in this building?
Yes, you did that definitely.
These modern schools make it so hard to enter. It's money this, recommendation that, lodging, course, and career planning. All the debts you have to pay afterward.
What depths? What do you mean depths?
It's a wonder anyone can manage to enter such a complicated system with all these rules in place.
Depths? University? What are you talking about? What? Also, how do we already know your name?
I had to work my tail off just to circumvent all
She didn't
that.
say her
It
name
wasn't
in
a
the
walk in the
introduction,
park,
right?
you know.
Or maybe she did.
And like it or not, your room was the only one they could squeeze me into.
Oh boy.
Which means, as far as the school's concerned, I'm just a regular student now. And kicking me out of my dorm is grounds for drastic measures, you know.
But that's not you. Ah!
This girl is so aggravating. She's had this all planned out from the very start, and yet somehow I'm the one made to bear all of this. I've dealt with my fair share of demons before. Yeah. And they were really annoying demons too, but I don't think any of them has gotten me as mad as this one. I mean, I guess maybe just your brother made you as annoyed. And she speaks with soul remorse on top of that. Guess what is her deal? I couldn't tell. This isn't gonna stop with just my room. She even mentioned as much earlier.
Why are you doing this?
Huh?
Why go to all this trouble just to enroll in a school? If you wanted to prey on those impressionable minds, you could do that without having to disguise yourself as a student. So what are you really after? What exactly do you want?
What do I want? Goodness, I thought you'd never ask. Well, if you want to know that badly, then I guess I'll indulge your curiosity.
Go on.
What I want more than anything right now is you.
Excuse me?
And nothing less than total world domination. But that's all big picture stuff. Let's talk about you.
I beg your pardon?
Just now, I felt a spark between us. The way you carry yourself with confidence and resolve, I see a lot of myself in you.
What? She puts her finger under my chin, giving me another sultry look.
You feel it too, don't you? We're destined to be together, you and I. We have the power to exert our will over all others, and we can shape this world into whatever we will it to be. So what do you say? Won't you join me and embrace your calling by my side?
I did not expect to have choices here.
So what do you say?
I wonder what's gonna happen if we deny. I grab Kamika's hand and remove it from my chin.
One,
Whoosh.
you are getting way too close for comfort. Don't push it. Two, you are out of your mind if you think I'm gonna help you with anything, you vexatious charlatan!
Vexatious? Me? You have some nerve calling your future empress whatever word that was. I ought to punish you for even thinking about disgracing my name like that. But even someone as perfect as I am should know when to let their subjects off easy. So, I'll be the bigger person and let it slide. Just this once.
Is she seriously trying to make me out to be a problem child? I can feel my blood rising almost immediately after she said it. I cast a glance at my watch. Oh god, I'm gonna be running late for my next class. I could do anything ready to study or homework with Kamika around. This day is getting worse by the second. So I grab my head. My bed? My bed? I grab my bed? I grab my... I'm guessing it was supposed to be bag? B-A-G? Bag? Bag, basically. Grabbing my bag and look to Kamika.
Alright, look. I don't really care what you do, just keep it here. And don't get any funny ideas while I'm gone.
Gone? And just where do you think you're going?
To my next class? Today's not even over yet.
Oh, I see. You'd rather stick to your boring human obligations than spend time with me. I swear,
Yes.
your kind just don't know what to do with their lives.
That's also true.
But I know you'll miss me soon enough. Once you crawl back to me, I'll make things extra spicy just for you.
And by that she means that smell again, I guess.
I never liked spicy things, so no thanks.
Not even bothering to look at Kamika at this point, I start to make my way out of the dorm room. I don't want to think about all the trouble she might get herself into while I'm away. I just have to hope and pray that it doesn't amount to anything. And besides, thinking about all of this isn't going to do me any good, especially when it comes to my next class. Click the correct... Whoopsie. Correct button. There we go. This doesn't look like a uni. The way across campus did little to cool me off. So much for a fresh start at a different school on a whole other continent, no less. I thought putting 5,000 miles between me and Japan would be enough to get away from all this demon nonsense. Nope, not even close. Alright, now I'm curious. Let's open them up. If I remember correctly, she was in Tokyo, right? It was Oregon, if I remember correctly. Okay. So obviously by car you can't get there. How about by foot? Nope. Come on, just tell me what's the distance. Tokyo, Oregon distance. Alright, I see kilometers. Kilometers to miles. Can I type it? Yes. From kilometers to miles. Alright, actually checks out. It's almost 5,000. Listen, I had to check. I had to. Soon as this class is over, I'm writing an angry letter to my idiot brother. He probably got into some Morocco bullshit with his witchy fling at home. Is this my curse? They drawn puppies in his life or something? Why do they have to all come and bug me over their petty emotional insecurities?
I just wanted to be a painter.
Yeah.
Maybe this class will get my mind off things.
I wonder. I can only dream. God knows what that Succubus is up to in my dorm room. Probably replacing the bed sheets with silk or satin or something from some dingy type of hotel. I don't even want to think about it. With a heavy sigh, I pick out my seat. Looks like I just made it in time. I scold at myself. Usually I try to give myself to at least prep my work area, but Kamika kept me preoccupied. Not to mention the decidedly unhelpful RA.
Let it go, Yumi. You're here to get away from some of the other crap going on.
With a shake of my head, I get down to brass tacks. Mrs. Bernardinelli didn't talk much during visual arts class outside of critique time. And apparently she doesn't have voice.
Alright, let's get started. Now that a lot of you are starting to settle in a bit, I just want to give you guys a reminder. The final assignment of the semester will be collaborative in nature. A lot of artists get kind of in isolationist ego working up in their own headspace. So putting some of that egotism aside and focusing towards a common goal should be a good start. You'll probably have a compromise on your creative vision a bit. That's part of life, making concessions to others to meet them halfway. You're basically adults at this point, so try not to be hyper-possessive. Brats about your own projects, okay? Play nice!
A bit of awkward laughter permeated the classroom. Mrs. Bernardinelli was nothing if not blunt. Correct approach.
Anyway, keep that in mind for the future. Today is gonna be still live practice, and we're gonna be doing a lot of those. Remember to visualize the foreground, midground, and background. I got this fruit bowl from the flea market. Don't steal from the fruit bowl, it's mine. Also, the fruits are made of plastic, so they aren't really full of nutritious goodness anyway. Okay, go for it. Talk to me up front if you got questions.
Her lecture coming to a close, she leaned back into her chair and opened up a magazine.
Someone's got tenure in this school.
Setting up my canvas, my brushes and some paint, I scooch my chair a bit to the side to look at the fruit bowl. Once I turn back to my canvas, it will be occupying most of my field of view, so I gotta get a good mental picture first of all.
Okay, think that's good.
I turn back to my canvas.
Hello, Yumi?
Whoa!
Shoot! I mean, howdy, partner? My name's Luann?
Of course it is.
Yeah, Luann. Right. Obviously.
Yeah, I bet it's not Lucy.
Where'd you come from? You pretty near snuck up on me, girl.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. Honestly, I'm a little nervous. Jumpier than spit on a hot skillet.
Oi, I remember her. She was the girl from the art history this morning.
Still sticking with the goofy Texas 10-gallon? Are you an exchange student?
Well, I mean, yes. I mean, you darn tootin'.
This girl's kind of off her rocker. I know artists are supposed to be eccentric and all, but well, I should at least be polite.
Do you need something from me?
Oh, yes. Absolutely. I was wondering if you had a partner for the collaborative painting thingy?
Not yet. I hadn't really asked around. Wait, you wanted to team up? It's not like I have a problem with that, but...
Only if you wanted to. I think you're really good. I mean, like, you're better than a bull in a mating season.
Thanks?
Wow.
Yeah, with the death and shading and everything. Yippee-yay!
Yippee-ki-yay!
Keep it down! You're drawing attention!
Oh, sorry.
She was really inaudible, but I think she was trying to praise me.
I didn't know anyone else was really looking at my work.
Yeah, like you're good with details and got a really good eye for lighting. And the brushwork is smoother than creamed gravy.
What?
Wow, thanks.
I rubbed the back of my neck. I didn't know what to make of praise from my peers, but she seemed earnest about it.
I think it's just called cream gravy, though.
Whoops, silly me. Getting all tongue-twisted. I got a bit of a shaky hand when I'm brushing and stuff, so I need to work on that.
Bit of an issue in an art school. What's your major?
architectural history.
Yeah.
That's,
Oh.
eclectic. What are you gonna use it for?
Good question.
Luann? Okay, forget I asked.
Heavy silence hung between us. Honestly, she was pretty distracting, but I got to deal with her before I could focus on the task at hand.
I could give the team up ideas some thought. Can I see some of your work? Just wanna meet you halfway.
Makes sense.
Oh, sure. Let me show you. It's over here.
Whoa!
Or what? Taking my hand, she ushered me towards the back of the room. Assignments from last week were hanging on the wall and were rotated on a weekly basis.
There's mine. In the middle. See?
Wow, there's, interesting use of colors going on with yours.
It didn't look bad. Actually, it looked quite stylized and pleasant. It kind of popped out against the backdrop of the more realistic depictions.
Yeah, I used brighter colors with sharp outlines to make everything pop like kettle corn.
It's a still life class, though. I don't think sheep skulls are pink with polka dots.
Why not?
It's more like a reflection of what it could have been. Maybe the sheep wants to feel cuter, you know? Like a reflection of their inner self.
I guess there's nothing wrong with having an active imagination.
I agree. To her credit, Mrs. Bernardinelli gave her full marks. Maybe she liked the stylized take on still life.
Well, your fundamentals are pretty solid. Could stay in the lines a bit better, though. I like it.
Really?
Yeah. Or, you darn tootin'?
Of course.
She had a pleasant, fluttery laugh. It sounded familiar. I wonder why. Too familiar. I've Lynx staring at her a bit more intently.
Yumi? What's wrong?
Holy shit, it can't be.
Yes, it can.
What are you saying? Stop staring at me like that. It's so probing.
It is you!
Of course, I just thought it was some dorky spray on Tom, but now everything was coming together. That laugh, her never stutter, her constant trembling.
Lucy?
She stifled a gasp, her eyes looking both ways around the classroom.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm Luann, just your average exchange student from Texas.
Of course.
Okay. Who's the starting quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys?
I have no clue.
Luann? Outside. Now!
Please don't.
It was time to get to the bottom of this nonsense, discreetly. I dragged Lucy by the collar out into the hallway and then just a little past the corner. Glancing both ways, I make sure the coast is clear before I begin my interrogation.
Alright, you. Why'd you follow me all the way out to America?
No reason.
And drop the dumb Texan act. Nobody's falling for it. Especially after the first game.
First game?
Okay. It's me.
Quietly, she removed her hat, revealing a single horn underneath it. It jutted out like a unicorn. It must have been annoying to exercise around it, and she found a way. Yeah.
You saw right through my disguise.
Yeah, I did technically even beforehand. Before her.
It wasn't a very good disguise, Lucy.
Hey, hard on it. And I rehearsed all these dumb texts and colloquialisms and everything.
Don't change the subject. Why are you following me?
Why wouldn't she?
Follow you? I don't know what you're saying.
We spent 6 months together sharing the same house, remember?
Yeah?
My idiot brother summoned a layabout demon, and then she invited you and the rest of your posse. It was an extremely stressful time for me, you know? Did my brother put you up to this?
Perhaps?
It's not like that. I didn't follow you, Yumi. Honest.
Oh yeah, I mean technically she was trying to draw herself, right? So maybe she wanted to come here.
Oh, that's
For some
real
reason.
convincing coming from a demon. Like hell you didn't come to haunt me or something.
You're thinking ghosts, actually?
Ugh, whatever, semantics.
Yumi, you're gonna cause a scene. Take a breath. I can explain.
How is she louder than Yumi, by the way? I closed my eyes for a moment, clearing my head. I was getting sick of having to deal with demons around every corner, but I remember Lucy being one of the less insane ones. I could at least let her say her piece.
All right, Lucy. This better be good.
Oh, it's Luca now.
Oh, can you make up your mind on your name? Why the name change?
Lucy. What was that? Fuck. Oh, there is no history of the chat? Okay. Lucine? What? And now Luca?
I thought it'd be cuter. Can we just stick with it?
Okay. Luca.
Thank you, Yumi.
She's Italian now.
There isn't actually a ton to explain. I'm just a student here.
Nice.
You're telling me that we both traveled across the Pacific to enroll in the same school? Isn't that a little too convenient?
Is it really that weird? This is a really prestigious school, and I really want to be an artist. And besides that, you were the one following me to the school.
What?
Beg pardon?
Yeah, I've been attending this school for years now.
What?
I was on break when I came out to see you in Makoto. I thought you might be happy to see me again.
Oh, wait, what?
Damn it! Now I feel like the bad guy. I let my stress get to me.
I can't lash out at Luca like this. She's really a sweetheart. I remember that much. Even her friends are by and large crazy. It's kind of astonishing, really.
Sorry, I've been having a rough day. I didn't mean to take it out on you, Luca.
Lucy.
Well,
Lucy.
it's okay.
Whatever.
It's a bit strange, isn't it? To meet again like this. Though we never made a contract or anything, so it's not like you're the center of my life or anything. I'm independent and proud of it.
All right, Luca. I believe you. You might want to put your hat back on. Someone might catch us.
Oh, right.
She quickly slipped it back on, fusing to make sure the base of the horn didn't show.
Does it look better?
Looks fine. No one will suspect a thing.
Probably.
Thank God.
And sorry I was interrogating you. I've been dealing with a lot.
I can imagine. Our deadlines are pretty scary. If you need help, I can make time.
No, I'm fine with the art. It's just... Huh?
What is it, Yumi?
Maybe Luca could help me out here after all. She was a demon after all.
There's... some kind of demon. She's bunking in my room, uninvited. Hell if I know. She calls herself Kamika, some demon of lust. Another deadly sin. You know her at all?
Probably.
Oh no. Kamika?
Oh no? What do you mean, oh no? Luca's face turned dour at the mention of the girl, for it looked to be more of a look of disappointment than anything.
Ah, so you do know something. Can you help a sister out here?
I don't know. I could go and say something, but she wouldn't listen to me. She's really stubborn and rude and vulgar and a big jerky stupid head.
Wow, strong words.
Did I go too far? I'm sorry.
No, I just want to get her out of my room so I can focus on my studies, you know?
Well, did you call Estan yet? She could probably, course her somehow.
S10?
Yes. The Satan. Oh shit. Aston, she's like the leader of the bunch, right?
I remember her all too well. My idiot little brother ended up summoning her in one of his rituals. I don't remember the specifics. I think tomato juice was involved. I was just happy we could clean up the evidence before our parents could figure out what happened. And actually, it was not us. It was one of the demons.
Hey, that's right! She's like everyone's boss, right? Ruler of demons, princess of all darkness, Satan of wrath, all that fun stuff, right?
Yeah, that's what it says on her business card.
Yes, perfect! She must hold some over a louse like Kamika. Maybe she can help drag that freeloading succubus away. Okay, I know what to do. Thanks, Luca, you're the best!
Wait, Yumi!
We'll talk more about the collab assignment later. I gotta make a phone call.
Turning my back to Luca, I ran off towards the elevators. I'm gonna need some privacy because I have some choice words for the ringleader.
No, wait! Yumi! Quicker than a scalded cat. Does she even have Estan's number?
Good question. No?
Wait. Does she even know who the starting quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys is?
I bet she doesn't. After a quick stop for lunch, I make my way back to the dorms. The thought of a phone call still fresh in my mind, but I don't trust Kamika to behave herself in my absence. I'll swing by the apartment, drop my stuff off, and make the call afterwards. Somehow I feel just as worn out talking with Luca as I do with Kamika, but for different reasons. What I wouldn't give to just get back to my room and pretend this day never happened. I'm just glad I finally have a lead on how to fix all of this, although whether or not it will actually work is beyond me. As I turn the key and enter my room, I pray that the last couple hours really have been some crazy hallucination. Instead, I find that one damn succubus sprawled out on the sofa looking at a piece of paper with a familiar sketch. Wait, that's my art! There is one of my sketches laying around the floor. Did she go through all of my belongings while I was gone?
Jeez, human art is so passionless. All these people look so bored with living. Yawn! Where's that rock hander that I truly crave in art? The one that exposes human beings for what they really are.
And that is? No, she has the guts to insult my art? This girl was already pushing it, but this one button I won't allow her to press. I step over to Kamika and make my demands known.
Put that down this instant!
Huh? Oh, it's just you.
Kamika throws the sheet of paper behind her and instantly arrived out of the air.
I was getting bored of that anyways. How do you even manage to make something so pathetic looking?
My art and how I draw it is none of your business! And I don't recall ever giving you permission to go looking through my things! Do you have any respect for people's privacy?
Of course I do! The common man's interests are much too boring for me to look into on a whim. Now, on the other hand, if they were getting to something more intimate...
Ugh, forget I said anything.
I turn my attention away from the disgusting pig to pick up the sketches she left on the floor. The folder I keep all the sketches in is lying on the floor too. Now I have to put this all back together. In order to... No matter what I do, she's always finding some new way to torture me. It's almost like she gets some sick pleasure from it too. And even if I try to set boundaries, she'll just break them apart just so she can get back to flirting with me like nothing ever happened. Speaking of which...
Well?
Well, what?
Aren't you going to say anything? Maybe apologize for the mess you've made? Or are you just waiting for your chance to say some embarrassing pickup line to my face?
Ha! Bold of you to assume the great Kamika Malagic would lower herself to the point of begging for forgiveness.
You'll have to.
But I am revising my approach to the situation. Somewhat.
Sure.
I didn't expect one such as yourself to be able to resist my charms that easily.
Sure.
Maybe you're just bad at it.
Yeah.
I am not bad at it! I am perfectly capable of bending this entire school to my whims if I wanted to!
Are you fool?
You're just the first person in a while who's been able to ignore my advances. That's all.
So it's like I said, you're just bad at the whole flirting thing.
Yeah.
Shut up! No, I'm not!
Now she's the one getting flustered. I have to say, it feels kinda nice getting back to her like this after all the shite she's put me through today.
No, there has to be a better explanation for this. If I were to guess, this isn't your first time dealing with demons, now is it? You've learned how to deal with the denizens of the underworld and are able to stand up to their terrible magics even when you're a lowly human. Wait, I know. You've had the blood of a demon lord flowing through you this whole time.
That is true according to her brother, yes.
That's fucking stupid!
Good God, I got enough of that from my younger brother. Why does it have to go up here too?
Well, it's always a possibility. I have been sensing an unusual amount of demonic energy from you.
Probably from those demons back home. I swear it's damn near impossible to get rid of this stuff. Maybe I should heat up an exorcist or connect with God. I'll do anything at this point.
Whatever, look. Just keep your grubby hands out of my things. I don't need to come home to a mess after every class.
Technically it's the first time around.
And who do you think you are giving me orders? I'll touch whatever or whoever I please. Thank you very much. Besides, it's not like I've just been doing that the entire time either.
Oh God, what else did you do?
I'm very glad you asked.
She isn't.
I've been putting together the finishing touches on my master plan, and things are coming along better than I could have ever imagined. Wait right here. I'll get a special presentation prepared just for you.
She darts away in my bedroom, leaving me to dread whatever she's come up with. Less than half a minute passes before she runs with a laptop. My laptop! And begins showing me a slideshow presentation.
Allow me to present Kamika's ultimate plan for worldwide enrapture!
Hell. What an interesting brand of a laptop. The fact that there is no numpad pisses me off. She booted up with a push of a button.
That is my laptop.
Yes, details.
You better not have touched anything on it.
If you have time to complain, you have time to pay attention, you know.
How did you even get in? I have it password locked and everything.
Honey, your password hint is your password. It doesn't take a genius to figure that one out.
What?
Anyways, Kamika's ultimate plan for worldwide enrapture is the thrilling event that fans have been waiting for.
Sure.
And it all revolves around me, Kamika Malagic, Demon of Lust.
Nice grade school drawing.
I'm not someone who shouldn't be laughing. I mean, I wouldn't need to do any better myself.
Watch your mouth! This was the best I could do on short notice. And I had to use whatever was on hand.
Is that so? This ought to be good then. Wait, you went into my art supplies?
I mean, duh, nobody else was using them.
I use them! And they're expensive!
Oh, don't be such a drama queen. This is my show to run, not yours.
You're paying me back later.
Like I was saying, this plan revolves around me. Kamika Logic.
And you paying her back also revolves around you.
As you know, I am one of the most beautiful and sought-after demons in all of existence.
Alright, I will sound like an asshole, but we've dealt with quite a few succubuses on this channel, and a ton of them are way better than you. Sorry, Watercress, but yeah.
There's not a corner of the entire
being
underworld that
truthful
doesn't
here.
know about me. Every devilish city you can think of dedicate all they have to my divine presence.
We all know that the girls from Sakura Succubus have no competition. They are absolutely stunning.
I have
So, yeah.
legions of adoring fans, all of whom cry out for me whenever I appear.
Nah.
And then there's your world. A sad, pathetic ball of dirt steeped in mediocrity.
Then why are you here?
There are no swaths of fans or monuments made in my honor. There are only the lonely and miserable human beings that inhabit this planet. How utterly terrible it must be to live in a world that has nothing for a man or woman to dedicate their life to.
Well, we had religion and stuff.
Did I give you permission to speak? No? Then zip it and wait for the conclusion. To make a long story short, your world is in serious need of a shake-up.
True.
And how do we do that?
Get rid of Sandman? Sounds good, right?
With me, of course!
I think getting rid of Sandman would be a better solution.
I've already made landfall here a short while ago, but now it's time to set things in motion. I'll work my way into the hearts of everyone at this school. Little by little, everyone on campus will fall head over heels for me.
Except for Yumi.
Then we'll move on to the rest of the state. And then the rest of the country. And then the entire continent. We will not stop until I, Kamika Logic, have achieved complete and total world domination.
World domination? You serious?
Super serious and perfectly lucid.
Sure.
I just kind of assumed you were joking, but
She can be serious. There's no way someone like her could dominate the entire planet. She's out of her mind.
Now, I know what you're thinking. But Mistress Kamika, how will you ever achieve such a lofty goal?
She closed the laptop and looks at me with a grin.
That's where you come in.
me? What do I have to do with this?
Well, we're stuck here together in the same room, are we not?
That's her fault.
Besides, you'll be the perfect assistant for me.
What?
You know the ways of this school, so you can do the information gathering while I determine the best course of action for us.
Who said that she will cooperate with you for?
With you and I working together, we'll bring this school under my heel and usher in a new era the world over.
How about you do it yourself? She extends her hand to me, a powerful smirk on her face.
So what do you say? Will you join me and be my most faithful of minions?
Give me a choice, I would say no. I stare at her hand for what feels like an eternity. There's no way I'd ever willingly get myself involved with someone like her. All the time and the money I put into getting here would go to waste. But at the same time, I can just leave this girl alone. Her own devices otherwise think will go really badly.
Hello, I'd like a response today, if possible.
We can totally reject.
Do we have a deal or not?
No. I'm an asshole, I know. I'm absolutely asshole. Oh, hell no! You know what? I have better things to do than worry over a little thing this bitch does. I push her hand away and give her a glare.
What are you doing?
Sorry, but I'm not getting myself involved with any of this. Find someone else to badger.
After all the work I've done to get to this point, you still won't join me?
Indeed.
You can't seriously be this dumb. Think of all the perks you're missing out on.
There is none.
What perks? The only perk I see is that you won't have to do any work while I'm stuck being your damn gopher.
Yeah.
Well, if you're gonna be that prickly about it, there's always a position for you as my personal footstool.
I don't have to take anything that you give me. If you thought I was just gonna take this lying down, then think again.
I turn to leave.
And where do you think you're going?
I'm going out. As in, for a walk.
I shook Kamika's hand off my shoulder and storm out, but even out here, I can still hear her shouting.
Fine, go on your walk. See if I care. I never needed your help anyway.
Of course. God, what a pain in the ass. Not only is she wasting my time with these stupid plots, but she's actively being a drain on my time here. If this keeps up, I'll start falling behind on all my classes. Everything I worked so hard for will have been for nothing. I can't let this I can't let this last past this week. I gotta do something before this gets out of control. I gotta call her. Hastily, I glide out through the dorm corridor, weaving around the other students just smiling outside their doors lazily, like children sitting on a stoop. A couple of them turn to peer at me with a slavish sort of annoyance as I hurry past them to the central elevators, as for my urgency was ruining the vibe. Sorry for the inconvenience. Guys, it's like I'm out here trying to figure out how to purge a demon from our shared living space or anything. Because that would, of course, be absolutely ridiculous. For to inexplicably freshman art student Yumi Takaya's sole responsibility to handle any unsolicited demonic infestations. Surely it would be the half of injustice to burden a poor, hard-working girl like her with something so utterly stupid. I kind of want to scream at the top of my lungs right now, but in a building with this many people, the only way I'd get away with it is by doing it into a bathtub full of water. Well, we will see how I feel in a few hours, I guess. Back into the elevators, I push the call button and then hammer it a couple more times just for a good measure. The elevator takes infuriatingly long to arrive, particularly given that there aren't that many floors in the building, but eventually it reaches my floor with a droll little chime, and I slip between the parting doors. I'll just take the stairs. Myself, to be honest. I take it all the way down to the lobby, blow past the tired upperclassmen standing at the reception desk, and loop all the way back around the building. To an unphotogenic alcove concealing a bunch of overstuffed dumpsters. Good grief. Do American college students generate a lot of garbage? There is something I could say, but I will not. Still, nobody will see or eavesdrop on me here, which is good. I'll die before I let no one witness what I'm about to do. But other than that, another thing now that I think about I have to say. Speaking of garbage. Dude, in the morning I literally, as per usual basically, walked with the dog. And obviously for all the buildings there are garbage areas and so on, right? And one of the garbage areas with all the dumpsters, like 1, 2, 3, 6 of them I think. Complete mess. Like everything was thrown out. Some of them were outside of like a garage thingy kind of thing. Yeah, kind of. Because all the like dumpsters, like 6 containers, are inside of like, let's say garage or whatever. And all the stuff was sadly thrown out around it. Because also sadly, people who walk around and dumpster dive somehow have the fucking keys to those areas. And yeah, that's what happened. So there was dumpster basically. Basically everything was thrown around. Complete mess. And also birds scattered. Jesus, pigeons are such a shitty birds, by the way. I hate pigeons as well. Yeah, terrible state in general. But, well, I guess it will be better probably by tomorrow, knowing life. Given the fact that there are people who take care of that, basically. Anyway, whatever. And I don't mean collect everything. I mean literally just cleaning the stuff and so on in the area. Anyway, I'm about to give Satan a phone call. She gave me and my brother her business card. I wish I still had it.
Wait, do I even have her number saved?
I already know I don't. It's not as though I've ever had a reason to call the demon of wrath before. My brother would have it, probably. I could text him, even though it's like 3 in the morning back in Japan. But how am I going to explain to him why I need it? But then I realized I'm completely fooling myself. It's Satan.
Her number's just a bunch of 6s, isn't it?
Yeah. Feeling like an idiot, I briskly open my flip phone. Yeah. Jump the 6 button until I get bored and just send a call. The phone rings for a couple seconds and then...
Hiya, it's me, Estan. You've called the official hotline of Hell's top idol group, the Sinful Stars.
Cripes, it really was that easy. It's like demons are allergic to subtlety.
Hey, it's Yumi Takaya.
If you are a small child who accidentally reached this number by playing with an unintended phone, please hang up and call us at a later date. Sorry, cutie, but kiddos under the age of 9 can only call me with the parents' permission.
Wait, what? Is this a recording?
Yes.
Otherwise,
Yes.
please listen closely, as our menu options have changed.
Oh, they changed. Interesting.
Oh, come on!
If you know the extension of the party you are calling, please feel free to dial it at any time, followed by the pentagram key.
Pentagram key? Whose phone even has a pentagram key?
If you are calling about a lien that has been placed on yours or your dependent souls, please press 1.
A lien. Does that happen very often?
If you'd like to book the Sinful Stars for your event, please press 2.
To reach the
Oh,
special
she's done.
tip line for our new video game,
It was late.
Mommy and Bubble in the City of Dis, now available on the Dendy, Super Acan, and Nuon, please press 3.
Mom, is that a game? Okay, I'm checking. I'm curious if this is actually a game by the devs. What is it called? Mommy and a Bubble in the City of Dis. No, it must be in their world only.
Okay, I don't think that any of those are even real. Why are all these menu options so useless?
Let's, by the way, remind you, Satan over here, she's the demon that wants to piss you off. So that's why this is happening.
If your little brother has, after showing admirable growth as a young man, regressed to behaving like a self-involved twit again, please press 4.
What? That is uncomfortably specific. Ugh! Jeez! I just want you guys to get out here and take away your demon friend!
For all other inquiries, please stay on the line and an operator will be available to assist you.
Yes! Okay, that's the one I want.
And wait. After pause. After the pause, the phone mercifully begins ringing, an actual sentient being, and I have a sigh of relief. And we get elevator music. And in this case, waiting phone call music. Once the operator picks up, I can finally get some proper help in sending Kamika right back to hell. Yep, and then I'll go back to normal life, with decidedly fewer annoying demons.
Any second now.
That's the point, he will get pissed off. How many people are also trying to call Satan for their personal problems? They're wasting time. I'm the only one with a real problem to deal with. Yeah, it's always like that with those numbers. Now that I think about it.
Come on.
It's just such a pain. At least the hold music is catchy. I will raise it up a little bit in the editing. After what feels like an eternity, there is suddenly a sound of getting connected, and it almost seems too good to be true.
Simple Stars Hotline. How may I assist you?
Levi. You were mentioned. I think Bubble mentioned you. I found myself at a loss for words, passed by the gruff, unfamiliar voice.
Hi. With whom am I speaking?
Levi.
Levi.
Levi who?
You know, Leviathan of Envy. Ring a
the
bell?
bell.
Okay.
Okay.
As in, okay, fine. It sounds like you're a demon.
Right. Well, now that you've verified my credentials, how can I help you?
Actually, can you put me through to Satan, please? I'll hold.
If you wanted Satan, why didn't you just dial her extension?
What? Is this customer service demon demanding an explanation for my request?
Because I don't have it.
It's sixes, lady. It's always sixes.
And you expect me to just have a pentagram key?
If you're dialing on an old-timey rotary phone or something, it works on the same DTMF system as everything else. Just dial 666 and then play the entirety of Mussorgsky's Night on Bald Mountain over the phone, and you get her voicemail.
Just, then play the entirety of... What?
Isn't that song like 10 minutes long?
Yeah...
You're
Maybe.
thinking of the more well-known Rimsky-Korsakov arrangement. The original tone poem's closer to 15.
Look, I don't have time for that. Can you just connect me to her directly, please?
Okay, hold your horses. What makes you so certain I can't address your problem myself?
Oh.
Nothing! I just want to speak to Satan! My name is Yumi Takaya. We're already acquainted. She was at my house last year. I'm sure you heard about it.
I did?
Question mark.
Yes. Beepy was there. And the twins. They pushed my little brother and his girlfriend to grow up a little.
They are together! Let's go!
That doesn't actually narrow it down. Like at all.
What do you mean?
Okay, well, you weren't there. When I talk to Satan, she'll recognize me.
Hopefully.
Are you sure you don't want me to see if I can help you? I've been doing this a long time, you know.
And to be fair, why not?
Are you trying to keep me from speaking to her?
You can talk to her all you want for all I freaking care. I just think it's curious that you've contacted a demon, and all you're asking of her is that she go contact another demon.
Oh my god, why is this happening?
It is a simple request. Can you get me on the line with Satan, or do I just have to continue listening to you taking this way too personally?
Too personally? You're treating me like her secretary, and you expect me to just sit here and simper like I'm some spawned
Let's go.
yesterday shale imp who ought to be happy just to cause minor deformities in livestock?
I just have a problem I need her to deal with.
Oh, freaking excuse me. I didn't realize my assistance was but a pale imitation of the great and mighty Satan's. How foolish was I to be unaware that I was speaking with Sir Anselm von Wilterschaft, the father of modern demonology. He who was so literate in the powers and portfolios of the denizens of hell that he already knew the lowly Levi would be powerless to meet his demands and would therefore settle for nothing less than...
For the love of God, please shut up! I am dealing with an emergency here! Stop making it about you!
An emergency? Always the same thing with mortals. Let me guess. You were stupid enough to drink demon blood, and now you want to know if your eyes will ever stop glowing enough for you to actually see out of them again. Well, sorry, buckaroo. There's no cure. You're kinda like some kind of deep sea predator now, I guess.
That's not what happened for but...
What? Ew! No! I didn't... That's disgusting!
Yeah.
And actually, if you look at the terms of service you signed, the authorized uses of demon blood were listed.
I didn't! drink demon blood! I didn't even know you guys could bleed! That is not my emergency!
Yeah?
Oh. And I assume this isn't about needing infernal assistance for some imminent duel.
That sounds like her brother.
No! God, no! Look, there is some deranged succubus in my room invading my personal space and bragging about some master plan to take over the world. Just put me through to Satan so that she can get out here and take her back to hell in a dog crate or something!
It's only after I finish shouting the words that I start at a loud bang, and a raccoon comes vaulting out of her far dumpsters with an almost frenzied panic and dashes hurriedly into the underbrush. It only reminds me that even though I'm standing around the back of the dorm, raising my voice in anger about this isn't a bad idea. Some of the windows on the back of the dorm are open. The other end of the line is silent, and for a moment I almost panicked that she hung up or the call dropped and...
This deranged succubus would happen to be named Kamika, would she?
Correct.
Yes! Yes! If you know her, then you understand what I'm dealing with!
Oh boy. Yeah, you were right. That's totally not my problem. I'll put you through to S-Town. I'm kinda pissed at her anyway, so this is a buck I'm more than happy to pass.
Wait, really?
Yeah, see, there's this really closeted lesbian living as a Carmelite nun just outside Buenos Aires, and I told Eston...
No, I meant... Wait, you're really gonna let me talk to Satan?
Oh.
She sounds almost forlorn about my clarification.
Yeah, I mean, here. Good luck with that whole thing.
Thank you.
There is a resounding click, and then I hear the sound of a ringing signal once again. Or should I say signal? Weirdly enough, after all the effort I went to convince the demon that I wanted Satan to deal with this, her agreeing with me all of a sudden and passing me along almost leaves me feeling offended.
Hello? This is Estan.
Finally! Hey, this is Yumi Takaya, and
unfortunately, I'm not available to come to the phone right now.
She's just trying to piss you off, don't worry.
damn it!
Not to worry, though. Leave a message after the beep detailing the exact disposition of your present infernal conundrum, and the nearest representative will be there to assist you within 6 to 8 weeks.
It was the same previously.
You can't be serious.
I'm answered by an expectant beep, and it takes all the self-control in my body to prevent myself from just have the entire recorded message to be a protracted velociraptor shriek.
Satan! There's a crazy succubus named Kamika in my dorm room, and I need to be rid of her literally yesterday. And frankly...
Message received. Thank you for supporting me, S10! Bye!
That was a very short message, I guess. As the phone call ends, I find myself swept with a sudden impulse to set fire to the entire state. If the others aren't going to help me, what else can I even do? It's not exactly I can call the police on my roommate for being a demon. Or maybe also being known throughout campus as the girl who called the police on her roommate wouldn't just save my reputation. Man, this is just super. The best problems to have are always the ones you can't tell another soul about without being perceived as a completely insane. There is another clattering sound coming from the dumpster behind me, and the minor disturbance annoys me even enough that I spin around.
Go away, you stupid raccoon!
It's Stacy.
Oh!
Stacy's standing by the open dumpster, holding a bag of trash with a very surprised look on her face.
Dude, I mean, I don't personally regard myself as a raccoon, but yeah, I guess we do share certain philosophical beliefs.
Crap! No, sorry. There was this raccoon before, and...
No prob, it's cool.
It's cool.
You okay, though? You seem kinda, I don't know, worked up? Never saw anyone get so angry about trash pandas.
No. I came out here to make a phone call, and it didn't exactly go the way I was hoping.
She shucks diffidently, flinging her bag of trash in the dumpster like David attacking Goliath.
Yeah, Phone calls never do. Pretty much why they're going out of fashion.
So true.
Right. It was as if this one in particular was meticulously engineered to get on my every last nerve.
Yes, it was.
Never dial sober. That's what I always say.
Setting her hands back in the pockets of her oversized hoodie, she vaguely gestures behind me with one shoulder.
You going back upstairs?
Actually, Chicken Kamika, hang out with Stacy. Stacy, after some deliberation, I've decided that Kamika can do too much harm in a single day. Hopefully, if she has that much trouble seducing me, then she's fighting an uphill battle with the rest of the student body. Don't get me wrong, I'm not easy, and the student body here isn't exactly playing hard to get. It's more to say that she's just that bad. Not that I have any real faith in my peers. Jesus Christ, I'm starting to think like my brother, aren't I? Whatever, I'm making plans with Stacy. I need to go out somewhere that won't remind me of that god-awful stench back at my dorm room.
So, you want to go get coffee or something?
Coffee's the shit. Gets my juices flowing.
I hate coffee myself.
Your creative juices?
Sure.
Right.
Let's not get into that. I gather my stuff, art, materials and all, and we head out. It's only a short walk to the campus cafe, and from what I've heard, the coffee here is at least half decent, which means it sucks like every coffee. We fill some small mugs with drip coffee and retrieve some cream and sugar. I put a good spoonful of sugar in. You're not drinking coffee then. While Stacy puts in a few heaping spoonfuls. That's not coffee. Dude, people who put sugar or anything in coffee, I don't believe that you like coffee. It's bullshit.
Is that enough?
Nah, you're right. I need some more.
Just drink some sugar on its own.
You snarky little... Oh, geez, you weren't joking.
What, you were? Is your coffee black? That shit's gross, man.
That's coffee then.
No, my coffee is normal. I want some coffee with my coffee, thank you very much.
I need some sugar to keep me awake.
Then just eat sugar on its own, honestly.
Isn't that what the caffeine's for?
Caffeine? Since when?
Always.
It's caffeine, Stacy. You know what? Never mind.
Ignoring her, we sit down at the nearby table and I immediately pull out my art supplies, getting to work on some school assignments.
Working already? Shit, man, you don't need to try so hard.
Don't I? It's Yumi. Weren't you the one that said coffee gets your juices flowing?
It's Yumi, you say. I mean... Yeah, I kind of get Yumi. I mean, to be fair, back at uni I was already doing YouTube as well. But, to be quite fair, when I returned from uni, I would, on the same day, rewrite all the notes. Because, I don't know, for some reason during the lectures or whatever, my writing would not be the best sometimes. For example, maybe because I would, like, not pay attention. But yeah, I needed to rewrite that. It didn't take long for... I mean, I was quite a fast writer in general, so yeah. Anyway.
That doesn't mean I want to actually work. It's just college. You don't need to go so ham, fam.
I still had a lot of time on my own, so... I mean, I was recording videos as well, come on.
You're not worried about your work?
Nah, it's good.
Must be nice.
What do you even do here? Like, I know you're a student here, but...
No shit.
I know, right? Could have fooled me. But really, what do you do here?
I'm a dramatic writer.
Dramatic?
Screenplays and shit. I have a project for it, like you and your art.
Huh. Then by all means, get working.
I didn't sign up for this to be a study date.
What else would we do?
I don't know.
In an effort to avoid awkward silence, I push right on through.
Well, Tell me about this project that you should be working on.
Stacy drags out a rough, short notebook. Doodles littering the cover, obviously well used. She leaves through a few pages, finding her spot amidst her barely legible handwriting.
What about it?
Well, what is it? What's it about?
I guess you could say it's a screenplay about a dark prince who summons a demon from the depths of hell to do his bidding.
She's writing about her brother. What the fuck? It's a little on the nose, isn't it?
Why a dark prince and why demons? Seems a little specific.
Literally, a story about your own brother.
Lots of people like occult stories. You act like you've never summoned a demon before.
I mean, she didn't technically herself. Why am I a magnet for occult fetishes?
Well, yes, of course I have, since that's such a normal thing to do.
I haven't, as well.
Damn.
And she accepted just like that.
No, Stacy, no I haven't.
And to think I thought you were one of the cool ones.
You thought I was cool?
Ooh.
Nah, you're right. What was I thinking?
What, the demon part or the cool part?
Yeah,
Hey!
I'm thinking of killing a few people too.
Huh?
What?
Yeah, it's pretty dope to kill people, don't you think?
Nah.
How about no?
Come on, you've never had the urge to murder someone?
Nah.
Never, seriously?
Yeah, especially when the character's a reader favorite.
Oh, that's what you meant.
Wait.
Yeah. Actually, if you want to help, we could do a reading of the first part of the script right now.
Why not? Might be fun. Hell, maybe it's a love story. Those are cute. Oh, who am I kidding?
Alright, sure.
Stacy unceremoniously rips out some pages of her notebook and hands them to me. Whoa, I can't read any of this. Holy crap. Phew.
I can wait.
You'll have to, because I can't understand any of this.
Here.
Stacy pulls her chair around next to me and looks over the sheet with me.
Oh.
She flips the page right side up and points to the right lines.
The ones you'd want to read are highlighted in red.
Yeah, this is less a screenplay and more a mosaic.
It'll look better when I print it off. Just my personal notes.
Whatever works for you.
Yeah.
I squint my eyes, finally making some sense of the first few lines.
Oh, my dear prince, I have failed you. How can I ever make this up to you?
Looks plenty cute on this one, Paul. This was ridiculous.
Am I even worthy of your love and devotion?
You are not worthy, weakling. You have failed me yet again.
Oh, please, master, grant me mercy. I won't fail you again.
Yes, young one, you won't.
Wait.
You killed my character. Why do we run the one part of the script where the character I play dies?
It fits you, doesn't it? We can go through a different part of the script if you want.
Will I live this time?
Nope. Sounds like nope.
No.
You masochist.
Hey, don't blame me. It's the main character's fault. He's the masochist.
Wouldn't you say that the character is a sadist, if anything?
Is this story really all about some dude killing off his subordinates? What's the point to it all?
Yeah, then it's a sadist, if anything. Come on.
To him, yes. What the story is really about is his power fantasy, his own delusion of grandeur. In reality, he's nothing. Just some normal kid. He's lost in his own head. He never actually summons demons in the first place.
Oh. That's actually kind of sad.
So it's Yumi, basically.
The story caters to a specific audience and forces them to reevaluate themselves.
That's deep. To be honest, I didn't expect that from you.
Yeah, way to
Not
offend
that I
someone.
expected you to be a shitty writer, but when you mentioned being into occult stuff, I'm jaded from past experiences.
Well, whoever you're thinking of, they're probably the target audience.
You're definitely not wrong about that.
Yeah.
Also, if I'm ever in need of money, there's a huge fetish market out there for occult shit.
Why did I ever believe in you?
I mean, hey.
Hey, a writer's gotta do what a writer's gotta do. You'd know, you're an artist.
And then there are woke people in the gaming industry, video movies, books, comic books, and so on, who are like, yes, let's get woke stuff into that. And nobody buys that stuff. So they have no message, because nobody cares about that message. And also they have no money. Hilarious.
I'm not planning on selling out.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that.
Rolling my eyes, I hand her back her script.
Well, when you're at the interesting bits of the story, let me know. Sounds like a screenplay I might enjoy.
Sure.
After some chiding by me, Stacy puts her chair back to her original position and gets to work on her own stuff. I look at my own project and sigh. I've got a long ways to go. It's as if I'm heading back up to the dorms that I recognize a certain Rick's cowboy hat furtively sneaking into the distance. Yep, that's Luca, alright. Though I don't know where she's going with that heavy backpack. I don't think I've seen her bringing it to class, and there aren't any classroom buildings in the direction anyway. Can't think of it, I just don't know what's in that direction. Period. Okay, screw it. I'm curious. If nothing else, I should probably talk to Luca about the disappointing experience I had calling Satan. Making my way down the sidewalk, I noticed that the road went into the trees, creating a canopy-like effect. After I've been walking for a minute or two, I realized that that's all I can see anymore. Nothing but trees. Dude, by the way, this is a long day. Over here, basically, a day means an episode. It's a long episode. Nothing but trees and a road that seems to get more poorly maintained the further I walk along it. It's vaguely spooky, but somehow knowing I'm following a demon into it just makes the moment feel farcical? I'm not sure. I guess after all the time I've spent around demons, I automatically regard anything to do with them as fundamentally ridiculous. For Luca is too far ahead of me for me to see this. This road only goes the one way, so unless she decided to break off and vanish in the woods, I don't think I've lost her. I don't think she's type to do that sort of thing, at any rate. Only a few minutes walking later, at the trees part and in the clearing, I see something I never had expected to see. A row of barricades, covered in graffiti. Were they constructing something back there? Here? If they were, it looks like the workers were long gone. Nobody's working here and everything looks so worn down. The metal railing and scaffolding leading to the second floor is totally rusted over. And the concrete stairways are literally crumbling. There is literally piles of rocky debris at the bottom of the steps. The way upstairs blocked off by construction tape. Around them, the grass around them is totally unmoved. The tall underbrush threatened to encroach into the covered walkways. It's like a tableau of growth and decay. I guess if they were building something back here, they cancelled the order long ago. What a waste. What an eyesore. In the corner of my eye, I spot a deer grazing off in the distance. I guess they like this place, since it's so quiet and undisturbed and humanless. Maybe this is where Kamika was squatting before she decided to invade my living space. Is that spray paint I hear? Amidst the yawning emptiness of the housing complex, the sound carries as if it was right next to me. It seems to be coming from around the nearest building. Is that Luca? What's she doing? Leaving the sidewalk, I trash in the tall, neglected grass to investigate, mentally praying that I don't end up with any tick bites. Lyme disease is terrifying. Yeah? Sure, I've never had a tick, which is a good thing, obviously. Sure enough, along the side of the building that faces away from the road, Luca's there, brandishing a purple can of spray paint.
Luca?
Yeah,
She pops up from her poised position like a released spring and splashes my direction with the can, as for brandishing a long sword. Fortunately for me, I'm standing far enough away that the paint particles don't actually reach me or my stuff.
Sorry. It's just me.
Yumi. I thought you were...
You were? She's so obviously worked up and panicked that I immediately feel guilty for sneaking up on her. If I guess turnabout is fair play, she did it to me earlier.
I'm really sorry. I just saw you going down this road and wanted to see where it led.
I didn't know you were behind me.
Yeah?
I wasn't trying to stalk you, really. I just needed to talk to you about stuff anyway, and... Wait.
My eyes glide over to the wall of the building where an unfinished mural covers the neglected wall, a dreamscape of electric indigo, sapphire and lilac tones. This is illegal! Yeah, I mean, it's an abandoned building basically, so I don't care. Also, it depends. If it's the stuff that we see over here in the background, basically some words, this is bullshit. Like, this is not graffiti or anything, this is shite, basically. I want to see, like, a properly done graffiti. You know what I mean, right? Anywho, let's say this is good, even if I don't see what she's done. I'm not quite sure what I'm looking at, but it's fascinating. In terms of line work, it's somewhere between a heraldic rose and one of those dust clouds you see in American newspaper comics when people get into a fight. I don't know what you mean. I really don't know. Before I can inspect the creation anything further, Luca leaps in front of the graffiti with string alacrity and throws her arms out.
No! Please don't look at it before it's finished. It makes me so nervous.
It looks really good already, though.
I don't want to hear that. Getting feedback on a piece before it's done, it's bad luck.
Is it? Who would have ever expected a demon to be so superstitious? Or wait, should a demon be more likely to be superstitious because they know more about how the universe works? No, never mind, demons never do anything, yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I won't look at it.
Thank you.
I'm surprised, though. I would have never guessed you were into this sort of thing.
Yeah?
Oh, absolutely. I love graffiti. I've always been fascinated by it. A graffito is a monument to an artist's bravery and daring. Graffiti artists are people who put themselves on the line to turn what is into what could be, knowing whatever they create might be gone by tomorrow.
Whoa! I don't think I've ever seen her so animated talking about anything. She's usually so anxious and sheepish, but to get her talking about something she's really passionate about, and you can really see the fire behind her eyes. I feel like I should say something, but her enthusiasm is genuinely spellbinding.
Wait, that's why you're majoring in architectural history?
And my question, she seems to remember herself and goes back to shrinking.
Yes. Well, you see, there's not really any degrees offered in street art, so...
Is there really not? Let's see. Street art degree. I guess there isn't. I think there isn't. It doesn't look like there is. Huh. Anywho.
Yeah, I guess there wouldn't be. It's as good a thing to major in as any, if graffiti is your primary focus. This school doesn't have a program to let students design their own majors.
Yes, and
Is
even
there
if
something
I
like-
could design a graffiti major, it would, well, it'd just make me the #1 suspect for any graffito found on campus.
I know the response. I guess it's hard enough for someone like Luca to remain inconspicuous among human society without committing crimes.
Oh, that's right. Did you manage to call Estan?
Dejected, I groan.
Well, I did succeed in calling her, though all it amounted to was a message left on her machine.
She shrugs humbly.
If it makes you feel any better, I always get the machine too. I think she just hates the phone.
Yeah. Or just wants to piss you off.
Yeah, well, if it takes her as long to help me out as the recording said, I might be out of luck getting help with Kamika. Unless that other demon I talked to can help.
Other demon?
Oh.
You know, the envy demon.
Why would... Oh! You spoke to Levi.
Levi? Say Levi, come on.
Right, Levi, that was her name.
Levi!
Would she help?
Well, then again, it's Leviathan technically, so maybe Levi, yeah. Whatever.
No, I don't think so. She doesn't blend in public very well. And they've never gotten along.
Meh, that figures.
It's all just complicated. Succubi and incubi can be fractious together.
Wait, an incubus? I thought incubi were male?
She furrows her brow into an expression of deep concern.
That's very unexpectedly gender essentialist of you, Yumi.
Oh.
I don't blame her.
Oh! I didn't know demons could be...
Well, of course.
Who cares, to be honest?
Duly noted. Sorry about that.
And where Yumi, I also don't care.
It's fine. You learn something new every day, right? Anyway, the thing with Kamika is kind of a long story.
Look at demons right now, feeling like, oh, this guy is going on our bad list. When he gets to hell. Which I bet I do. As much as I tell myself that I really don't care to hear it, a growing part of me, a deeply despised part, is a little intrigued. Is it? I guess I've spent enough time with demons by now that their internal quarrels feel almost like a sort of guarded family lore. Still, now isn't the time.
Well, speaking of Kamika, I better go make sure she doesn't stink up my room any more than she already has.
Oh, her pheromones. Right.
I guess you mean to stick around and work on this?
Yes, I'll be fine. I should take advantage of the remaining daylight.
Good luck.
Okay, well, I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll discuss our group project more then.
Yes, I look forward to it.
Yay!
Me too.
Me too! And I am a lot more than I was before headed out here. What? What was that sentence? And I am a lot more than I was before I headed out.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
And...
Me too.
What is that sentence? Whatever. I get hit with a feeling of dread approaching my dorm room. I even took the long way back home to stave off the inevitable. Is it just the thought that I can't leave her alone for 1 second without her causing trouble, or am I just a glutton for punishment? God, I can't already imagine what she might say to me as soon as I get back. Took you long enough, now lick my feet, peasant, or something like that. I'm stuck thinking of all the possible ways she might mess with me as I make my way back to my dorm room. I let myself into my room, letting my things fall to the floor.
You're late.
Huh?
You're super late! Do you have any idea how long you've kept me waiting?
Couldn't care less.
I don't know. I have a social life. Mingling is a part of it.
A minion has to prioritize not wasting their master's time.
I don't recall volunteering to be your minion.
Yep.
Well, that's besides the point.
Whatever. You had something you wanted to talk to me about?
Huh, forget it. I'm in a bad mood now.
What? You waited this whole time for me and now you don't want to talk to me? What's your problem?
Yeah?
You're the problem, you duplicitous wench. We're done here.
I would be fine with that.
Wench?
And don't think for a second that you're getting on my good side. I know you're trying to win me over after you spurned me so badly.
Dude, Yumi is about to burst
Well,
in anger.
it's not going to work. I can't have anyone be half-hearted about serving me. Either they give themselves to me willingly, or I make them serve me.
Yeah, none of that happened.
So if you think I'm gonna let you take advantage of me like this, Then you'd better get your head out of your ass right now. Do I make myself clear?
I mean, someone else has to get the head out of their ass, to be fair, but...
All right! Sorry for giving you a compliment, Jesus!
What compliment? What compliment? Kamika storms off in my bedroom, not even acknowledging my last sentence. Well, that was totally pointless. I thought maybe we'd reach some common ground, but she's still acting like a complete bitch. I hope I can find a way to resolve all this. I don't think I have much time left. I just hope whatever Kamika has planned, it doesn't happen soon. I spent the rest of the night catching up on my anatomy homework, and without much else provocation from Kamika, I eventually turned in for the night. This is definitely one of the most restless nights I've had in a long while. Every time I try to doze off, I keep worrying something's gonna happen to me in my sleep. If that wasn't bad enough, I sometimes those thoughts manifest into actual dreams. I've had too many horrible dreams about demons in the past several hours for one night, too much to even describe in detail. So now I'm in this weird state where I can't fall asleep, but even if I could, I'm not sure if I want to. So I keep my eyes shut in an attempt to get some sleep, while keeping myself from passing out and experiencing those nightmares again. I hate this! I want this night to be over! I want to wake up and go to class as if nothing ever happened. Why does the demon shit have to follow me here? I never asked to be stuck with any younger brother who won't shut up about them. Was there that bad in the past life? Are the demons following me around because of that? And now, it's getting so hard to think. My mind swims with useless, empty thoughts while I struggle on the balancing act of being both asleep and awake at the same time. And just when it feels like everything starts fading away, a voice enters my head.
It's almost time, Yumi.
My eyes dare not open. Is this a dream, or am I awake right now? I regret the answer either way, so I try not to think about it. But the voice in my head continues.
Very soon, my brilliant plan will be set into motion.
Keep dreaming on this.
It's been such a long time coming, but now is the time to make it a reality. By the end of this week, the entire school will be drunk with adoration for their true mistress.
Right, sure.
You can picture it now, can't you? Everyone around you, young and old, will be celebrating my name and worshipping me as their goddess. There will be no tears, no bloodshed. The masses will be too incaptivated to even fight back.
Keep on dreaming, girl.
It will be the end of what you once knew, and the beginning of my beautiful utopia. And not even you, dear Yumi, will be able to stop it. You can struggle and scream all you want, but by the time you do anything, you will be too late. Everyone you know and love will become my loyal slave, leaving you with nobody. You will be forgotten and alone. But it's only after I've broken your spirit that I'll break your mind as well. You'll come to realize what a fool you've been, so you'll come crawling to me, begging me to shower you with love and affection.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
So don't you worry your pretty little head. I'll give you what you crave in due time.
What's this even saying? Do I want to find out? Is it better to ignore her? Every part of my brain is rife with indecision, but against my better judgment, my eyes slowly open anyways. And what I find is Kamika. She's not just whispering to me, she's cuddling up to me in my own bed after I just told her not to touch me. She doesn't even have a hint of remorse on her face as she smiles at me.
Good morning, my dear.
Yeah, good night, because we are ending the episode here.
Good morning, my dear.
The mornings will be in the next one. So yeah, you are not winning, by the way. You are not good enough, Kamika. Sorry. You are not even at a 1% of the power that the girls from Succubus from Wingcloud had. Quite honestly, you had no chance here. With that being said, hope you enjoyed the episode. Consider liking the video. If you're new around, subscribe. And of course, have a wonderful day. I'm out. Time to get some sleep. Bye bye.